Did you know that deep within the Enchanted Forest, there are unseen creatures that only reveal themselves to a chosen guardian? Yeah, it sounds like a fairy tale, right? Well, buckle up, because we're diving into a world where magic is alive, and the creatures lurking in the shadows are more than just myths. Rugar, the guardian of the Enchanted Forest. Once upon a time, deep in the heart of an ancient forest, there lived a creature unlike any other, a legendary guardian known as Rugar, the warrior ram. Rugar was not an ordinary ram. Standing taller than most humans with bulging muscles, sharp horns, and a thick white woolen coat that shimmered in the moonlight, he was a sight to behold. His strength was unmatched, and his purpose was clear: to protect the magical forest from those who sought to destroy it. Long ago, the forest was a peaceful place where creatures of all kinds thrived together in harmony. Animals roamed freely, plants grew tall and strong, and the waters of the streams sparkled as if touched by starlight. However, this balance was disrupted when a group of greedy humans discovered the forest's secret power. They heard tales of ancient treasures buried deep within the earth, treasures that granted unimaginable wealth and power. Blinded by their greed, they decided to invade the forest, determined to claim its magic for themselves. Rugar had lived in the forest for centuries, a guardian chosen by the spirits of nature to protect its secrets. The magic of the forest flowed through him, giving him not only incredible strength, but also a deep connection with the land and its creatures. His very existence was a testament to the bond between nature and life, and he would stop at nothing to keep the invaders away. One evening, as the moon hung high in the sky, Rugar sensed danger. The trees whispered to him of intruders, and the earth trembled under his feet. He knew the time had come to defend his home once again. With a mighty leap, Rugar raced through the woods, his massive hooves barely making a sound as he moved with surprising grace for a creature of his size. He reached the clearing where the humans had gathered, their torches casting flickering shadows on the ancient trees. The humans, armed with axes, shovels, and greed in their hearts, looked up in shock as Rugar emerged from the shadows. They had heard legends of a fierce protector, but none had believed it could be real. Now, standing before them was the warrior ram, his muscles tense, his eyes glowing with determination. The leader of the humans, a man named Braxton, stepped forward, a sneer on his face. "This is the beast that guards the forest?" Braxton scoffed. "It's just a sheep, a bit larger than most, but nothing we can't handle." Rugar's eyes narrowed, and without a word, he charged. The ground shook beneath his powerful hooves as he collided with Braxton, sending him flying backward. The other humans scrambled in panic, but Rugar was swift and relentless. One by one, he knocked them down, his horns slicing through the air with precision. Despite their weapons, the humans were no match for the sheer force of nature that was Rugar. Braxton, bruised and bloodied, staggered to his feet. "You think you can stop us?" he yelled, his voice full of rage. "We will take what we want. This forest belongs to us now." Rugar paused, his chest heaving with breath. He gazed at Braxton, not with anger, but with sorrow. The forest did not belong to anyone. It was a living, breathing entity, shared by all who lived within it. But these humans did not understand. They saw only riches, not the beauty and life that surrounded them. As Braxton raised his axe to strike again, something extraordinary happened. The trees around them began to glow softly, their leaves shimmering with a golden light. The wind picked up, swirling through the clearing like a gentle whisper, and from the earth itself, vines rose, wrapping around the humans' feet, pulling them to the ground. The forest was alive, and it was fighting back. The humans, now bound by the vines, could only watch in awe as Rugar stood tall, his eyes filled with the same golden light that surrounded them. The forest had chosen him, and now it was showing its true power. "You are not welcome here," Rugar's voice echoed, though his lips did not move. It was as if the forest itself was speaking through him. "Leave this place and never return." Terrified, Braxton and his men struggled against the vines, but it was no use. They had seen enough. The greed in their hearts had turned to fear, and they knew they could never defeat the magic of the forest. As the vines loosened their grip, the humans fled, disappearing into the night, never to be seen again. Rugar watched them go, his heart heavy with the knowledge that they might return one day. But for now, the forest was safe. The trees calmed, the glow faded into the leaves, and the wind settled into a peaceful breeze. Rugar turned and walked back into the depths of the woods, where he would continue his watch, ever vigilant, ever ready to defend the land he called home. And so, the legend of Rugar, the warrior ram, lived on. The creatures of the forest thrived under his protection, and the humans who once sought to exploit its magic now told stories of the fearsome guardian who kept the balance between nature and greed. But those who respected the forest, who walked its paths with kindness and reverence, would always find a friend in Rugar, a gentle giant, with the strength of the earth itself. For as long as the forest stood, so too would Rugar, the guardian of the ancient woods, a protector of life, and a reminder that nature's true power could never be taken, only respected. Rugar, the guardian of the Enchanted Forest, is that true power lies in respecting and protecting nature, rather than exploiting it for greed. Those who seek to harm the natural world for selfish gain will ultimately face the consequences, while those who honor and preserve it will find harmony and strength.